Welcome, everyone. I'm going into OC offensive coordinator mode now.
Hey. This ain't Fat Albert. It's Fat ERok. What's going on, everyone? I would love to take you on a magic carpet ride. It's my little mini magic carpet here. There we go. See? All right. I'm using props now. What's going on? Hey. Well, everyone, welcome to this week's edition. Well, tonight's edition, because we're just all over the place, but tonight's edition of ONSIDE Take. This is your guy, your host, your tour guide that uses a magic carpet to guide you through the sports that just happened. And man, was there a lot of news, but we cannot go forward without a little help from my friends. This day is the guy, this day I'm using the guy who has been my compadre, my cuz, me meal. He is my dude, and I have to just go ahead and welcome him back. I was happy to have my couple of editors last time, but now it's none other than the guy that will give you a jolt. And guess what? He's fast. He won't sulk, but maybe just a little bit in bulk. But when you're not looking, because I got a null and void, and I got to avoid trying to rhyme anymore. So get back, relax, get your konjac or your ginger ale, because we're going to make sure that we are all about the electricity of the voltage that is the voltage. I want to introduce my cousin that you guys know. Colt, what up, man?
What up? Oh my goodness gracious. It's been a while. Felt like an eternity.
Can't hear a word you're saying.
You can't hear me at all?
Now I can.
I was like, what do you mean?
Well, when I say I can't hear you, it means I can't hear you. There we go. Hey.
There we go. Perfect.
Hey,
that's perfect.
yeah.
Hello.
I lagged a little bit on the rhymes tonight, but
I like the last part of it. Did you see me mouthing to you? I'm not as fast as I used to be. Used to be a lot faster.
Hey, I want to point out you should like the look at the little title I put. I got the little arrows I created, the emojicon arrows. Hey, you're not looking.
Yeah, sorry.
No, look at the title I put. I got bolt.
Emojicons. Bolt.
No, with the arrows. I got the arrows going.
Where? I don't see arrows.
On the top.
Sorry, I forgot that was up there. I was looking at our names. I was like, what do you mean?
That is your name. Well,
I know.
There you go. Well, I couldn't do it for YouTube, but I really wanted to try. All right, so how do I sound? I'm doing the headset thing now.
Actually, it sounds really good. I do like it. It's not as good as the bathroom. So
I'll do the bathroom at some point, but
we do like the bathroom. I won't lie. I think that is the way to go.
Well, I promised everyone while I'm here holding down the fort, watching with the family, helping out when I can, and not trying to piss everyone off every time. I said that I will leave that room alone. In-laws are coming in town, so
when are they coming in? It's next weekend.
They're coming in this Friday, but they won't be here till the week after because they're going to be doing that. So
Gotcha.
The German family will be invading the house, and I look forward to meeting them. So that's good. So I want to thank, by the way, Rusty and Vinny, my two co-workers, or my two superiors, as I call them. So I refuse to say my bosses. It just sounds weird.
The bosses.
I wanted to make sure I shout them out from Sports Heroics again. FSH.
ERok, you're going to hate me.
Thanks.
I have to take this call. I will be right back. I'm so sorry. I apologize.
All right, fine. I got you. Oh, dear God. All right. Well, while he's doing that, I will go ahead. The show must go on, as always. So, right now, there is a thing, and I love it so much because it's beautiful, and you can't ever get a good picture of it. But instead of being on, it's on side. And what is it? Oh, the horizon. And just like any good coach with his headset on. I'm going to call a play, and I'm going to call an audible because I don't have my other teammate with me. So I'll go first. My onside the horizon is happening as we speak right now. It is, well, it's actually, I should explain. I apologize. Onside the horizon is anything, whether it is sports related or non-sports related, to give a chance for you to plug something that you're very excited about. I have to admit, there's a few things right now. Just everything going on right now is just sports, sports, and sports. But I'm going to take it a little bit past that, and that is what I was actually just saying. I joke, but the my German in-laws, or in-law family, etc. They're coming in. I'm excited to meet them. It's going to be very fun, or it's going to be very interesting to see how that. I have never met them before, so I'm very excited to meet them. But even more exciting, this is the big key, though. This is the one right here. I'm excited to see the Hornets continue. They haven't won the last 2 games, but this in-season tournament, I'm really digging it. I'm digging it. I don't care what people say. It's very exciting. I think it's cool to see. Like people just, it's like soccer across the world. I can't keep up with it all the time because there's so many different tournaments. Champions League, there the group stage, I mean I couldn't even begin to tell you everything cuz I'm not well versed in it. I'm not. I admit that. I the few things I agree with Stephen A. Smith on when it comes to his commentary is, although I hate the fact how vain he is when he says this, he says, you know what makes me brilliant? The fact I know I'm not brilliant. There you go. Like, but I don't want to use the word brilliant. You know what makes me smart? The fact I know when I'm being ignorant. That's what makes me smart. That's what I say. It's not the only thing that makes me smart. I mean, look at this beautiful egghead over here. You know, I got to have something good in it. And if you don't know, now you know. So, while I'm also still waiting on Sir Bolt of exit stage left a lot, I'm going to go ahead and roll to the other segment. Oh, and here he is. Oh, perfect timing. Serendipitous timing to be all fancy. Hey, what up, dog?
Fancy.
I already did Onside the Horizon for myself. What would you like to? I've already introduced it, so everyone knows what it is. You just jump right in. What you got?
Give me. Okay, I hear you, but can you hear me? Because it's not connected to my thing.
I hear you, Cook. Can you hear me?
So my onside the horizon. Let's see. I don't know that something about look forward to or saw. It's been a week. I'm sorry. This has been.
It doesn't. It shouldn't. You have brains. It can stay. You have short term memory. It's the first thing you said.
Oh, something I saw or looking forward to. So
looking forward to something you saw is the end of the show. Get with it, bro.
Yes, that's right. That's right. I'm sorry. Something that I'm looking forward to. Shoot, to be honest, this Friday is Veterans Day, and I work 24 hours this Friday, and then I have 3 days off. So I'm kind of excited about that. So it's kind of like, let's push through the week, and then we're going to work our ass off on Friday for 24 hours. Cause I literally start on Thursday night at 8 and I'll end Friday night at 8. And then I can just relax. I don't have to do anything until Tuesday. Can you not hear me? You're on mute.
No, I'm not on mute. I just don't have my microphone.
Oh, okay.
On. No, I was just like, well, now we know your whole schedule, so that's good.
Thank you. The rest of the week's gonna be really rough, but it's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome.
Who needs a spreadsheet? He just listed it all. All right, so
I'm looking at a spreadsheet right now.
There you go. I got you. Well, I actually was gonna use my Horizon one, but I went ahead and switched it up because I'm using the Horizon one for this other thing. And, there's always the outside looking in, but we don't do that here because that's just baby back bullshit. What we do is The onside looking in because we like wordplay here. That's what we do. Hey, and you know what onside?
Hey, yo.
Onside looking in. We know what that is. What is that? What is it, bro? We plug
It's the
basketball.
sport
We
that
plug but we plug basketball and
I thought
football.
you said you were going to. You
I know,
asked me the question.
No, I'm leading you in. I'm leading in. We love basketball and football, professional, college, mainly professional. But you know what? Other people need love. So now you're in. Now you're in, bro.
Shout out women's soccer, number 3 in the country, UNC. They are starting the tourney next week. So they're like the most, if correct me if I'm wrong, because you would be able to confirm this. They're the most decorated program in the country when it comes to women's soccer, I think.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I was going to say, I think they're.
It's not even close. They, for the longest time, I think their biggest streak, it was essentially like what UConn women's basketball was for the longest time, except it was way bigger. Like Mia Hamm went to North Carolina.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
They have the most players that have gone to the Olympics in Olympic U.S. soccer, women's soccer history. Yep. It's true. Oh, and UNC field hockey just won this week. They won the national. UNC field. Oh, hello. Hey, pup. Oh, hey, puppy. UNC women's field hockey. I guess that's redundant because I think all field hockey is women's field hockey. They just won national championship as well.
They did. University of National Champions, baby. Gang, get with the program, everybody.
I never heard that. University of National Champ. I like that actually.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Can't believe I've never heard that. I dig it. Well, let's see.
I like it.
Fingers crossed. So that is a good one. All right.
What about you? I'm excited to hear what yours is.
Mine could have been either segment, but tomorrow is November 7th, and I mentioned it. And you know,
are you going?
It is First Take in Winston-Salem. Am I going? I probably am not going.
Oh, fucking A.
Probably not, because I need to be, one, I don't have a ride. Two, I have a
fair enough.
I don't have my car is being bogarted right now. So I mean, unless I plan on walking, you know. So that's a long walk to Winston-Salem State. No,
that is a long walk.
But I am excited to see. Maybe there will be a thing at nighttime tomorrow or something like that. We'll see. Who knows? But because you know, Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. or Molly. I don't care about Molly.
I'm excited about. I'm gonna get up. I'll be up anyways and watching it. But
I'm watching it for sure. It's not even a question. I'm watching it. But maybe like I'll be able to go out later on with my buddy, and we can maybe I've been trying to figure out where Stephen A. because he's a big bougie guy. When it comes, he's not big, but Shannon Sharp's not bougie, but he's big, and Stephen A. is bougie. Yeah, I was like, what hotel are they going to stay at? There's not like fancy hotels. Like, that's not true. There is one fancy hotel. I guarantee that's where he's staying. And they have it's called the Catherine, and it's the restaurant, I think is the Catherine, but it's like a really nice hotel. It's like, I think the only 5-star hotel in Winston-Salem, but it's but man, they have the best seafood in town, though. Oh God, like they
love seafood.
I like most seafood. I don't like certain seafood, but they have oysters that are freshly sent in every day. It's the best oysters I've had on the East Coast so far. Oh God, oysters on the half shell raw, delicious. A little bit of horseradish, a little bit, and a little bit of lemon. That's what you got to do.
Lululemon.
No, not Lululemon. That's basic. That's basic shit right there. I don't do
basic that. Bitches.
Yeah, it's basic shit. There you go. I don't do that. I don't do basic. I go to the beat of my own drum, you know. That's why I wear man-prees and athletic gear. All right.
Fair enough.
That's true. Man-prees are that stuff, though. Y'all need to get with it, man. All right. And convince me otherwise. Write in the comments. Mean mug, y'all. All right. So I am happy to announce this as well, by the way, that we did not get to do You Even College Bro last week or last episode because there were 3 of us. It takes a lot of time, and plus we were already going an hour and a half strong. So
Wow.
well, not at the that's we were already up to like 30 minutes without even getting into the main content. So
Yeah.
we were having a good time. So we did do trivia, and it was tough, because I'm good when it comes to it. But I think I saved something right now, and let's go ahead and get this out because it's a fan favorite. And I think it's a fan favorite because you got one ball in football that doesn't have stripes, and you got one that has stripes. And you know what I say to that is, you even college, bro? That's what we do with that. That's where
Oh
we
my-
go with that.
Do you want to know
What?
something so weird? I just
No,
realized
no,
this.
no, not really. No.
Okay.
No, what is it? I'm sorry. What is it?
So you and me have done it so many times, but Facebook just update us. And I just saw us, and I was like, "What are we doing?" And I was like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, no, I get that with Twitter sometimes too.
That's
Oh, that
always
must be
funny.
you. That must be you. I saw another view and then it went on. Yeah, sometimes
Yeah.
that happens. Yeah, yeah,
That'd be-
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
All right. All right. All right. Oh my god.
I got a pirate over here.
Come on.
I'd love to be a pirate. That'd be cool. All right.
To be a pirate?
Yeah, I love pirates. Not like Somalian pirates. I mean, like,
Yeah. No, I got you.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. Okay. But I college, bro, and I know you college, bro. So I'm gonna jump in and I'm gonna go first here. You don't even have to go if you don't want to. You can give me a trivia question or anything.
I'm gonna look up a good trivia question.
And next week, next episode, we're doing that tic-tac-toe thing I saw on Instagram / TikTok.
Ooh.
Tic-tac-toe for
That
TikTok.
sounds fun.
TikTok for tic-tac-toe. All right. It is fun. It's fun. It takes a little more time, so we'll carve out some time. Okay. So let me know when you're ready. I got you covered. You want basketball or football or a medley of both?
Let's do a mixture. Why not? I'm feeling good for a Monday. It's been a long Monday, but I feel good for the Monday.
All right, good. All right. Well, I will tell you the sport before I ask the question. That way, it's not totally just hitting you blindside. Using football vernacular blindside you. Okay. All right. You can still hear me with my microphone, right? Everything's good. Sounds good.
Yeah, I can.
Testing. Okay, good. All right. I'm calling the play in then in my coach's headset, brought to you by Nintendo. Literally, this is a Nintendo headset. All right. Shout out to Nintendo Switch. Appreciate that. All right. This is brought to you by Nintendo. Whoa. If you don't have an Xbox or a PS, then you probably don't. Then you probably want a Nintendo for some reason. That's the slogan we're rolling with. I'm an Xbox man myself. I think my homeboy over there is a PS guy. But
To be honest, am a PS guy. I never understood. It's kind of like Androids. I never understood the phones. I don't know. I just never understood whatever it was.
Android, I will never go back.
I mean, I would never go back to Android either. But I'm just saying.
No, PS. No, to hell with PS. Get out of here. All right, that's
Okay,
Xbox. No,
Xbox Live.
I just don't like change. So that's why I hate Apple, but I won't change. All right. I don't want to switch everything over. Okay, here's your first question. I'm going to do basketball to warm you up a little bit.
Okay. Can you start here? I have a request. Okay, this is the way I want to do it. No. Yes. Okay. We start with an easy one that I'll probably know. And you just kind of warm it up, and then you get hard as fuck.
I was going to do that anyway, but you don't get to make requests. You don't get to make requests. You shut up. No, you can make requests.
My hands.
Hey. I reject your deposit. Okay, you can make your request, but I reject your deposit.
Phenomenal.
As young Jeezy once said, I reject your deposit. All right, so I am going to start with something easier. There you go.
Okay, I'm ready.
Are you sure you're ready?
I am ready now.
All right, Malcolm Brogdon.
Who the fuck is
NBA.
Malcolm Brogdon? I know. Malcolm Brogdon.
You know who Malcolm Brogdon is? Sad face looking motherfucker.
Been a while.
Not really.
Duke?
ACC.
Brogdon?
He is in the ACC, and he has a national championship. And he also has a very embarrassing loss as well. Wait,
He has a national championship.
no, he don't. Oh,
If he was in the ACC, the last person that he played for that had wait.
no, he didn't win. I don't know if he won national, but he was on a really good team.
Was it recent? I don't even. I don't even know who Malcolm Brogdon is.
Yes, you do. He played for Indiana. He was on the Celtics most recently. Sad-looking face guy. Groovy. He's a great defender.
Oh, hey, okay.
Great defender, other than Drew Holiday. You know what I'm talking about? He played
Yeah,
in the
I'm not
ACC.
sure.
They beat us in the ACC tournament one year. When I say us, I mean Tar Heels.
Oh, I don't know, dude. I really am. I'm kind of drawing a blank here.
I'll give you one more hint. Their team is never good at offense, but they play the most boring style of
Virginia.
basketball.
God, worst games to watch as a Carolina fan.
He was, or any team, it's boring as hell. But no, he was their best player on the team. He always looked like he always looked like this.
Yeah, no, I know. Okay, I got what I get. Yeah, you're right.
Like a sea bass or something.
All I know is, dude, like that team sucks. They're so annoying to play against.
They are. They're good.
They're
Defensively.
good. Don't get me wrong, they're good, but it's just.
Coach Bennett is really good, but it's just ugly ass basketball. But hey, you know what? It wins, so screw it. All right, so I'll count that as a. You want that as a practice? Is that what you want?
Yeah, I want that as a practice.
All right, I'll give you one easy one for real this time. All right, James Harden.
Arizona State.
There
gotta love them. Gotta go to the ACC, baby.
Well,
I don't know what I just said. I was gonna go ASU. Yeah.
ASU.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oops.
Okay, I say. Well, I should take that away for you saying that. Okay. All right.
You should. That's
all
okay.
right. All right. Well, I'll count it. It's 1 for 1. All right. I'm going to football this time.
Okay.
Kyler Murray.
Oklahoma.
There you go.
He was a Sooner.
That's true. It's true. He was.
Yep. Him and Baker Mayfield.
All right. It's going to get a little harder now. It's going to be NFL.
All right. I'm ready.
It's a legend, though, from the 2000 era.
Okay.
All right. LaDainian Tomlinson. He won a Heisman with this college. He won a Heisman.
Is it a pretty well-known college?
I would say so.
Alabama.
It's not a blue blood, but it's a well-known college.
It's not a blue blood, but it's a well-known college. And it's not a blue blood. It's not.
I'll give you one hint. It's in the same conference. It's in the same conference that Oklahoma is.
So Big 12 before?
Main Big 12.
Okay.
It was main Big. It was actually when the Big 12 was the Big 12. You know what I mean?
Was he
with the Red River Shootout and all that?
Oh, Ole Miss.
That's in the SEC.
Oh, sorry, my bad. In the Big 12.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out who's in the Big 12 right now.
It's like the Texases, the Oklahomas, all that. Those teams, Baylor.
I think you said it's not a blue blood though, so that's like.
It's not a blue blood. No. The blue blood.
Fudge. I don't know. I give up. I don't know. I really don't know.
Texas Christian University. TCU.
TCU? He went to TCU?
He did.
Oh.
And he won.
See, but they were not in the Big 12 when he was there then.
Yes, they were.
TCU was part.
Uh-huh.
LaDainian Tomlinson?
Mm-hmm.
I got you.
Late 90s, early 1000s.
LaDainian. There it is. It's like this thing listens to us. It's kind of crazy.
It does listen to us.
I know.
Plus, I just got an air tag today, too, so it probably
Did you? Why?
Because I keep losing my fucking phone.
When
they were in the Big 12. I'm sorry, everyone. This is like putting it to a screeching halt, but I know I'm right, so I don't really care.
The history of the Big 12 Conference. TCU recently joined the Big 12 Conference, and it was in 2012. They were, when you're talking about that, they were in the Big East.
Were they really? Okay, I stand corrected.
Yes.
All right,
I was about to say they just got into the Big 12.
Okay, well, you still wouldn't have gotten it anyway. Because
nope, I wouldn't have gotten it at all. No, I agree with you.
because the Big East just switches every year. So I mean,
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm not.
no, the Big East actually used to stand for something in basketball when it had Syracuse, UConn, and Villanova. Now it's like
It's nothing now.
and Georgetown. Yeah, not a damn. And Louisville was in there too.
Yeah, Louisville. Yeah. Now they're
Holy
in the
shit!
ACC.
You know what else was you know what else was in there? Miami,
Who?
Boston College, and
Ooh,
Virginia Tech. They were all in the Big East.
that's true.
I know. Beyond anyone's time. See, that's a good trivia question right there. All right. Well, on that note, I will move past that. So, all right, we're going 1-1. There we go. All right, 1-1. So, let's go with, in honor of this douchebag, I can't stand this guy, douchebag's birthday. I'll go with Bill Walton. Where'd he go to college?
Bill Walton.
He was part of
UCLA.
Yep. He was part of
Yep.
the John Wood.
I was say because he never shuts up about it on college basketball. But
he doesn't shut up, and I can't stand that guy. He's just a.
I don't mind him, but when Carolina always plays against somebody and he's covering it, it seems like he's against Carolina all the time.
No, he just rambles. He forgets everything he talks about, and he says the most random shit. That's ridiculous. It's like he has what do they call it?
Parkinson's, Alzheimer's.
No, not even that. What's the one where you say something like "fuck shit," like you cuss by accident?
Oh, Tourette's.
Thank you. It's like he has Tourette's syndrome. He just says,
Yeah.
"Hey, I like peanut." It's like, "Hey, that was a good shot. I like peanut butter." There you go. So it's like random. It's like I just made that up. I don't know where it came from. Okay, so moving forward, let's do this one then. How about another legend, Dan Marino, football? I mean, if I had to. There you go. As if I had to explain who Dan Marino was. I mean, even you know.
Dan Marino. I don't know, man. That's a Dan Marino. What conference?
All right, back then it was. Oh, they were also Big East. I forgot about that. They were Big East as well. Oh, now they're part of the ACC. No. Now they're part of the ACC. I forgot this team was part. They were part of the transfer. Wow, I totally forgot about them.
Pittsburgh?
Yeah, that's right.
Woo! I didn't think I was going to get that.
Yep.
I'll take it.
He went there. Kenny Pickett went there. James Conner went there.
Fuck yes. I will take that.
Larry Fitzgerald went there.
I knew Larry went there. That's a good one, actually.
Yeah. Larry Fitzgerald went there. Yep. Well, I didn't ask you Larry Fitzgerald, so that's okay.
I know, but you're welcome. Now we know. The viewers know. The more you know.
the more you know. That's right. That's right. So we got one more. Let's do one more here. All right then.
We're good.
This is gonna be fun. I can't wait for this one. Actually, where did Mike Bibby go to college? And I'll tell you this: it's a bonus one.
University of Arizona.
Nice.
Thank you.
All right.
We used to play against his kid all the time.
I was also going to say he went to the same college that Steve Kerr went to, and you beat me to it. Yeah, Steve Kerr went to Arizona as well.
Yes, he did. So we went to in AAU basketball. We used to play against his kid all the time. Shout out Mike Bibby's kid. You're a bitch and a crybaby, but
all right, damn. How you really feel? What's his name?
We beat you so many times. No idea, but.
It's not like Joe Bibby or something?
No.
Or is it Bo Bibby? Bo Bibby?
Bo Bibby?
Is it Bibby? Bo Bibby?
Well, I'll never forget when we beat his team.
I got it. Hold up. Bobby Bibby.
Bobby Bibby.
I'm sorry. Bobby Bibby.
But no, we beat his team in the championship, and his kid was crying nonstop. And we got to meet Mike Bibby afterward. And it was really cool. That was the year that he was on the Atlanta Hawks, and they were up 3-1 versus the Boston Celtics and lost 3 straight games with the Big Three's first championship.
Yeah, so shout out to Bobby Bibby. There we go.
Fuck you, Bobby.
Hey, Bobby Bibby. Sorry.
Bobby Bibby. Bibbity bobbity boop, Bobby.
It's like Doug Christie's kid. His name is Chris Christie. No, never mind. That's the senator. My bad. All right. All right. Let's move on. Hey, you have a trivia one you want to hit me up with? What's good?
I want to. It's not really more of a trivia. It's kind of just like a How was last week? I feel like we did not connect at all. And how was the shows? I just want to catch up for a second. That's my little question to you.
Which one?
Tell me about your shows last week because we tried going for 3 days in a row. And we couldn't do it.
Well, you'll have to watch it to understand that. And that's to
Oh my
everyone
God.
out there. If you want to know, you'll have to watch.
All
I'll
right,
say
let's
this.
do it.
I'll say this. They were fucking amusing, to say the least.
Were they? That's good.
Very much so. Oh, we had a blast. And I was,
Okay.
and I was in my other spot for the last time's show.
Were you?
I was, yes.
Okay, so let's just do a trivia question. So,
I'm waiting.
who was the first team to ever win the Super Bowl?
The first team to ever win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's it? Really?
Yeah.
I can tell you the year and the team and the score.
All right, let's do it.
All right, Green Bay Packers. Vince Lombardi, Bart Starr was the quarterback, and Don Hudson was the receiver, and they won the game against the Oakland Raiders.
Nope,
it was the Kansas City Chiefs. Then
yes, it was. Good job.
Then the next year was the Oakland Raiders, and if I'm not mistaken, the score, man, it was like a shit show. It was like 14-3 or something like that.
Close, 35-10.
That's not really close, but I mean,
But I'll give it to you. All right, that was good. Good.
Well, yeah, that's easy as fuck. I mean,
I was not prepared for this.
Dude, I could tell you literally the Super Bowl teams for like 20 years in a row, probably.
20? Ooh,
Yeah, I mean,
that was a
Super
big
Bowl 3.
hit.
Super Bowl 3 was the only time the Jets ever won one, which I still think was staged. It was against the Baltimore Colts, against Earl Morrall, who was throwing the game. Don Shula before he went to the Dolphins and had the perfect season in '72. He was coaching the Baltimore Colts. Johnny Unitas came in to relieve him, but it was already too late. And they had, yeah, I could keep going, but that's okay.
I love it.
Yeah. And then the Colts eventually won in Super Bowl 5 against Dallas in an ugly game. Yep. And then the Steelers won it 4 out of 5 years in the 70s with the steel curtain. Yep. And Chuck Noll was their coach. Terry Bradshaw was their quarterback. Franco Harris was their running back, and they had the two best receivers as a pair in Lynn Swan and John Stallworth. Incredible
Stallworth.
Great. And that's where Mean Joe Green was on the steel curtain. Yep.
Nice. Okay.
I know my shit, bro. I know my stuff.
You do. I know.
That's right. All right. So
all righty.
It's imperative to let's do a quick. We'll as they say on Get Up, we'll run the court real quick. There's not a lot to report. The in-season tournaments going on, NBA. Not much
just started, right?
College. A couple started a few days ago. Yep. So
we can report. I mean, I don't know if you guys already talked about it or not, but James Harden, his first game was last night.
No, we mainly covered football, but yeah, I want to hear your take on it. Yeah.
Well, I wanted to. I think you and me are kind of on the same page. I mean, him and Russ are back together. That team could be so good, but it's hard for me to imagine that James Harden's going to win a title. The way that he plays, his style, it has to improve, in my opinion. But what was that? Oh, okay. No, you were doing your lips or something. I didn't know what you were doing.
No, I was burping, but I didn't want to do it on camera.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm trying to see what the score was.
Unlike some people, I don't like doing it.
My bad. Let's see. Clippers versus. Well, I just want to go based off of something right now. The Clippers are in New York right now, and James Harden started. He's got 9 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. So not off to a good start, in my opinion.
Well, no, but I don't think. And he said this, even though I know it's just hollow words. It's just straight up hollow words. I'm sorry, this is bothering me. I'm going since I'm not doing it for my other.
All right, here we go. He's on mute, everybody. We'll be back to the action in 1 second. We want ERok unmute. We're back with the action.
Yeah, it's bothering the shit out of me. I do it for my FSH podcast because they request it, but my ears are getting all steamy, and I'm just like, I'm good. I can. This is my fucking podcast, or this is our fucking podcast. I'll do what I want. All right. So now that I've said that, on that note, you hear me good? We're all right.
I hear you great. We're phenomenal. We're about to see if the LA can make this 55-yard field goal to end the half. Just saying.
I'm looking at. No, they just did.
Or did they just? Well, damn, my TV's behind. That irritates me.
I'm looking at the app.
The up.
The app. No, I'm. That was a hell of a kick, actually. I want to go ahead and just say this. I think that this was a very, very stupid move, but that goes without saying. Taking that, it's already happened. So what? It's like high risk, high reward.
I was gonna say it's high risk, high reward at this point. It's not much more.
I think in the Clips minds, the Clips. I think the Clips, the sports Clips. I think that they nice. They just think that their window is closing like right now, and
I think they do too.
The funny thing is that having him is great for assuming that Y doesn't play every game, which is probably not going to happen anyway, or PG doesn't play every game. I think it's obviously Pat's to show us the only one that plays every game is Russ, and that's why I love Russell Westbrook. I do. That dude has I want him to win a championship. I feel for Russ. I wish Russ was on the Warriors, man. He'd be perfect on the Warriors instead of Chris Paul. I think Russ would be perfect on the Warriors.
I don't know. Russ is kind of destructive wherever he goes.
No, he's not. He's just
every team starts to fail as soon as they get him.
The Wizards were never better when he was on there.
Well, but that was such an odd. I don't know why. Who did they get out of that?
Why he was bad on Houston?
James Harden.
No,
everybody's bad with James Harden except for Kevin Durant.
That man is destructive. No, he's bad with him too because he gets.
No, he wasn't. Kevin Durant was injured. That was the only problem.
Kevin Durant's never bad. First off, that's why.
Correct. Yes.
So fuck that. No, Kevin Durant's never bad. Even when he played Victor Wimby the other day, he wasn't bad. He shot a
that guy. Oh my god.
He went off. He popped a fader in Wimby's face, which was just on the baseline, which was fucking gnarly.
I mean, that's actually something I never got to talk to you about. The way the first Suns game ended.
Now KD's fucked up and got he got his cookies stolen. He got his cookies stripped.
He got cookies taken.
Dude, and not only did he get it stolen, he got it ripped out of his arms, and then he sat there not trying to fix it. He sat there and bitched about it. He sat there and was just like, I'm like, what are you doing, Kay? What are you doing, bro? Go out. You have a wingspan of 8 feet, essentially, for 7'5". Go there and try and block the freaking shot. He just stood there in the corner like this. Like he was just like flabbergasted. I'm like, what? Zion does the same fucking thing.
Dude, Zion, I'm impressed with Zion so far, but it's like what you and me talked about the other night. It's kind of, when is it going to happen? When is the foot going to give out? When is the injury coming?
It's the flat feet, man. He lands.
I know it's the flat feet.
But when he's on, his inside presence. He might be a doughboy, but he actually looks more fit. But again, when's the other shoe gonna drop? When's the other shoe? When's the metaphorical other shoe gonna drop? When the fuck's that? Because I want him to succeed. I don't have a problem with Zion. I don't like the way that he doesn't.
I don't have a problem with Zion. I just don't necessarily I don't know. I mean, it's
not a bad. He's a good player. He's super talented. He's got a hideous shot.
Oh yeah.
But he's a doughboy for sure. But all right, I actually wanted to bring this up. I'm glad, instead of just generic, hey, run the course. I want to bring this up. This was and then we can move on to football because obviously there's
such a cool story in football. I think you and me know what it's gonna.
We'll get to that in 1 second. Let me. There was a comment made. I swear to God, I can't remember if it was on. Get First Take or it was on NBA on TNT. I'm pretty sure it was on First Take, and I'm pretty sure Brian Windhurst, Windy, not to be confused with Wimbignana, but Brian Windhurst. He bugs me a little bit because it's just he's like a manatee that poses as a basketball journalist. But all right, but he has connections and he is in touch with basketball stuff. I don't think he's ever picked up a basketball, but to say the least. But here's my question I'm going to pose though. He made a good point saying that it was him. I know this for a fact. Okay, now I know. Wembanyama is 7'4", 7'5", whatever you want to call him, 3, 4, 5, whatever it is, and he's super skilled. But he's like Windy. I'm just gonna say Brian Windhurst because it's Wimby and All right, whatever. Brian Windhurst. He said he observed that Wembanyama likes to play the game back. Like he enjoys playing basketball. He said a lot of 7-footers know I'm 7 foot something, and my best chance is I'm going to play basketball. But they're not like in love with the game. He says
That's true.
Wembanyama, and I was like, it was very, very valid and cogent.
Uh-huh.
I was like, it's like it's just like it's like Dwight Howard almost. It's like or Matt made, and this is what my brother Matt, for everyone doesn't know, he was here the last couple of days, and he mentioned that. And the kid from Purdue, he's like, I'm not sold to that kid from Purdue who's like huge.
It's a massive.
Looks like a
massive
polar bear. He says he's white and he's huge, but and hairy, so he kind of looks like a polar bear. That's true. He's like 7'5", but he's not Well, no one's Wembanyama.
Nobody's Wembanyama.
But Matt, my brother Matt, and he knows I will give all the credit. He's a grouchy guy, but he knows basketball very, very well. He said, I don't think he's totally committed to it. And I'm like, I don't disagree. I don't know him. I haven't watched him like that. But I think what makes Wembanyama so scary is the fact he really, because you can see him getting in his players' faces, not in an aggressive, like mean way, like but the way Pat Mahomes does it in football. He's like saying, like, I'm gonna get in that ass if I have to. Like, I'm gonna get up in that ass. Like he's saying, like, hey, you need to be here. I wanted this there, and like, but he's saying like in a way like, hey, you can tell I'm passionate. I want to win. So, and he said I believe him when he said I would play every game if I could. 82. I don't want to be like that. So that's my point about Wemby. So I want your point, like the 7-foot thing.
Dude, it's just insane. It is amazing just to see him, the way he can move for a 7 foot, 7'2"? Is that what he is officially?
7'4". Well, he's
7'4".
Him at 7'5", but I think what he probably is 7'3" or 4. It doesn't matter. He's 7 a fuck ton. He's 7 a fuck ton.
I mean, just to see what he can do is just insane. The shots he can take, the shots that he can hit, the way he can go up and pin a basketball, or the dunks in general. Some of his dunks just look effortless. They really do. And I mean, they're barely jumping.
I told you. I don't know if you were on the show when this happened. Or was the other couple of awesome people I had on last week, but he had a GoPro on his head, if GoPros even exist anymore, and he was reaching up. They were showing how it looks when he reaches up to dunk it. Yeah, the ball, he could have dunked it just standing there flat-footed.
Yeah.
Or he could have, like, tipped it in. I was like, dear God, what do you do with that? But I'm not even talking about his skill. I'm talking about the comment I made about the 7-foot thing. You know what I mean? What do you think about that?
Just saying.
No,
I agree. No, I agree 100%. I just wanted to say, because I remember telling you I didn't think he was going to be as –
DeAndre Ayton's a great example, in my opinion. Sorry. Sorry.
God.
Well, that's what I meant by the 7-footer thing. I'm sorry. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're good. No, I was going to say, if we go back to a couple episodes, it's been more than that now. But I kind of said I didn't know if he was going to be as good as he was planning on being. I take it back. I was proved very wrong. I will take that. I'll take that L. I mean, damn, he's good.
I don't think.
Damn.
I never questioned his commitment or his ability. It was a matter of if he stays on the court. That's my thing, because
that's still yet to be seen.
Well, it's only been like 7, 8, 9, whatever games. I think it's 7 games. So it's like, but yeah, we'll see about that. I mean, but I think he takes really good care of himself from everything I've been hearing from reports around the league. I think apparently he's got really good train. Well, obviously he's in the NBA now.
But, duh.
But he doesn't want to bulk up. He's going to let his age, his natural growth bulk him up. And other than that, he's not, but he doesn't want to just add like people are like, oh, he needs to gain weight. Like, no, I don't think he does actually. I'm pretty sure he's in good development the way he is right now.
I agree.
I think but I will say this though, not about him, because I know he's the front runner by a million, like a light
for rookie of the year. Yeah,
a million light years, and if not rookie of the year, then definitely
God, why wouldn't it be Rookie of the Year?
All-star for sure. But here's the thing about why wouldn't it be Rookie of the Year? I'm going to tell you. Because you know what? This guy named Brandon Miller is actually averaging the most points per game of any rookie right now. And he plays for
Hornets have been pretty good the past couple games.
Well, we've lost, but yeah, we've been better. But no, Brandon Miller is averaging over 14 points a game, which is actually more than Wembanyama is averaging. True story. Well, up until a couple of days ago, that's what I heard. Like, I believe him because I believe Del Curry because I love Del Curry. No, but he was averaging the most of any rookie per game, and that's including Scoot Henderson and Wembanyama. Now, I can't speak for if the 38-point game changed that. That could have been. I don't know when that happened, but up until if that was the case, I don't know. But Brandon Miller, he's looking good. He's out on the court at the end of games, although he did fuck up. He was taking the inbound, and he got a 5-second call, and that was a rookie ass.
Did he really?
Yeah. I mean, it happens, but it was still just like I blame coaching a little bit too, so that's okay.
It happens.
No, Hornets will be all right. Hornets will be good. All right. Well, I'm still sticking by him, baby. It's only been a few games. I think they're 1-4. No, 1-3. So, and they're playing again in a couple of days. So we're only in group stage. At least we've won one game, and it was against a solid team. Should have beaten the fucking Mavericks the other day. God, that
100%. It was a good game, though. It was fun.
Oh, I know. That's the game he got the 5-second call.
Yeah.
Oh, hurt my feelings watching that. All right. Moving on to football. I just had to ask you about the 7-foot thing. I thought it was a very very insightful point that he made. It's like you're 7 feet. I always said if I was 7 foot, hell, I'd say if I was 6'8", I'd be playing basketball like a million times.
True.
Shout out to CP3's basketball camp for the winter. I'm going to be coaching in that, so I don't know the age group yet, but shout out. There you go, baby. Coach Rock over here. Coach ERok. All right. I'm going to make sure we win, baby. Football happened this week. And a lot of the picks I made were very correct, but I think the ones that really stood out, though, were you able to watch any of the football or any
I
highlights?
was able to see what I think you're probably already going to mention. Maybe not. I don't know. But you and me kind of think the same a little bit when it comes to that. But, like, just absolute cool story in Minnesota.
Yeah.
I mean, shout out Josh Dobbs, former Arizona Cardinal. I wouldn't have traded him. I don't know exactly what Arizona got for him, to be honest.
He's a former everything. This is his 5th team in the calendar year. True story.
Wow. That's crazy. But look at what what was it? Correct me if
he didn't take one single snap this whole week. He had to show his cadence to his center on the sideline, and he didn't even know his offensive linemen's names. True story.
And he comes out and is the hero. I mean, good for him. That's incredible. That's super cool.
And more fun about John. There you go. It's like you even college, bro. You know where he went to college?
No, to be honest, I don't know where he went to college. Josh Dobbs.
Notre Dame. The reason I knew
Notre Dame.
The reason I knew that was because the Steelers drafted him. So
okay.
He was Ben Roethlisberger's backup and never kind of panned out. But his major at Notre Dame, rocket science.
That's crazy, man.
Joking. Total. I was reading that.
I know he's got alopecia. He's a huge advocate on alopecia.
I think I could have told that by looking at him. He looks like a giant. He looks like a matchstick.
They did a segment. They did a segment where they had they got an Arizona Cardinal woman. She developed alopecia, and then apparently they were friends or something. I don't know.
I just don't mess with Will Smith about it on stage at the Oscars because then that's what his
husband. I know.
His husband. You mean I get it. G.I. Jane, or is Chris Rock's G.I. Jane? Yeah, there you go.
I thought it was funny.
Apparently, she was hooking up with Jaden
Tupac, right?
No, well, yeah, she did that too. That was way back. That was before they started dating. No, she they have an open marriage, and they have for a while. And apparently, she was hooking up with one of Jaden's friends, her son's friends.
Wow.
I'm like, Yeah, it pissed me off too. That's a weird ass shit.
I'd be pissed.
Well, Jaden's a weird ass dude too, so
They're all weird, man.
I like Will Smith because he's still my dude, so I don't really care. That's all right.
I like him too. I'm just saying it's still weird.
He's a Fresh Prince. But I still think that was funny. I mean, hey,
what,
hey,
the Chris Rock thing?
Yeah.
I thought it was funny too.
No, when he slapped him, I thought that was funny.
Yeah. I thought it was funny too.
Like, oh my god, I can't believe I just like chaos. I think it's funny when things like that happen.
Chaos.
Well, it's like it shakes up the norm, you know? It's like
It does.
I'd love to see Joe Biden and Donald Trump get into a fist fight on stage. That'd be kind of cool. What?
I have a feeling that would end badly for Joe Biden. Trump's crazy.
Doesn't mean that he's not old. He's older. They're both old. One of them. We'll see.
Biden's like
Biden's actually Trump's older than Biden is.
No, he's not.
Hey, I think it doesn't matter. They're close. They're both in their late 70s. If not 80s. I don't know.
I was going to say, I think Joe Biden's in his 80s, isn't he?
I don't know. It's really not that important. Point is, let's see who breaks a hip first. Hey,
fair enough.
Let's put him in a ring with a wrestling ring, and let's see what happens, like off the turnbuckles or off the ropes, and then we'll see someone try to do a suplex, and they'll pull their back. That's how everything should be decided. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like politics? You don't like politics? Let him get in a ring. Go fight it out.
Get him in a ring, baby.
It's like Will Smith has an issue with Chris Rock. Get him in a ring. Go smack him. There you go.
We love that.
I'd have to take Will Smith because Chris Rock is like
he's puny.
Yeah, I'm like, all right.
He's a puny little one.
Yes, he's quite tiny. Quite tiny. Well, moving on to that, I agree with that. Josh Dobbs, getting back to the point. What are you doing? What's happening? What are you doing?
I don't know.
Yeah, don't do it. That's weird. That's cool.
Anyways, Josh Dobbs, it was pretty impressive.
Yeah, sorry, cool. you really put me off with that. I was like,
I know, my bad.
I'm easily distracted.
Yes, you are now.
As we have found out by the last 5 minutes here, I'm going to say Josh Dobbs. Man, good for him. I mean,
I know that's awesome.
I don't want to talk about CJ Stroud because I know he had this comeback and I know he's awesome because I know everyone. The first thing they're saying is they're blaming. I will say this, and I don't want to talk about it after this. The Panthers
sucked.
That goes without saying. This was the first game where I literally said, okay, Bryce Young fucked up. He had 2 pick sixes. One was not quite as much. It was a miss. It wasn't good. I mean, it's on him when it comes down to it. One of them was just bad, and he knew it as soon as he did because he started running to the end zone to catch him. As soon as he flicked it, he was like, "Oh shit!" And it was like it was bad, man. But I also. I don't think I think a lot of this has to do with the fact our O-line, Panthers, I should say to anyone that's watching, our O-line is trash. One, that we had 3 people on injured list, so we had 3 people missing. But even without that, man, the guy's he's tough and he's getting hit, but he's getting shook, man. He's getting shaken up, man. I mean, and if you're getting shaken up, you're not going to be as confident going into your passes. You got to step through it, you know? I mean, poor bastard's getting hit. Like it's another. And CJ Stroud, the biggest thing he has is an offensive line that is they're holding their own.
True.
I'm not saying
very true.
I'm not ready to go. Everyone saying like, "What's wrong with our quarterback?" God, that's why I hate Panthers fans. Can't stand them.
They're bandwagon.
They are bandwagons, and I hate Steelers fans because, like Stephen A. said,
they're biggest bandwagon.
No, they're not bandwagons. They're just freaking obnoxious, the same way Cowboys fans are. I mean, well, I think
what 3 things would survive in a nuclear thing?
I've said this several times. I don't know why I said 3. You said 3, and it got in my head there. But I was like, Stephen A. is always saying, "Oh, Cowboys fans." I'm like,
Cowboys fans, cockroaches, and rats.
No, I said you're a Steelers fan. Steelers fans are the exact same way. There was a bar in Winston. They literally had 2 separate rooms to separate them. There was a Cowboys room and a Steelers room, and There was always the smell of Black and Milds and people yelling at each other, and they made no sense. So, I love the Steelers still, and I love the Panthers still. Just don't like our fans. And you know what? If y'all don't like that, prove me wrong and be better fans. There you go. Go to the games. Don't let all these empty seats happen. Steelers fans, there's nothing you can do about that. That just happens. But that's my piece about the Panthers. But, man, you guys are ruining. Bryce Young has flashes of greatness, but y'all are ruining him right now. So
Ruining.
Yeah. It's not Charlie Sheen like winning. It's ruining. There you go.
Ruining.
There's no tiger blood here. There's just straight up Panther blood when it comes to that. You're going to if you all keep it up, you're going to get Bryce Young Panther blood if you guys to keep letting people smack. Yeah, don't do that. Ugh, not the time. All right, but Josh Dobbs, shout out to you. You're the man. You kicked ass. CJ Stroud, sadly, even though I guess Bryce Young did beat you last time, so that's cool. But he played a hell of a game. 5 touchdowns, 470 yards. No interceptions, man. Good for you, bro. Good for you. Shout out to you, Bryce, or shout out to you, CJ Stroud.
Shout out Bryce and CJ.
Arizona, I don't know who Arizona is starting. I guess it's going to be Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray's this weekend. Isn't that crazy?
Not really. I was surprised.
I think it is.
I thought they were going to trade him, but I guess no one wanted to touch his contract with a 40-foot pole. So that's
because it was a stupid contract. We should have never ever gave him that money.
Here's another part on that. You either had to pick one or the other, so it's just like kind of had to happen. But here's the one thing: the Giants.
Damn.
They played the Raiders, the Vegas Raiders, and the Vegas Raiders days removed from removing Josh McDaniels, tool bag, Josh Smith, douchebag, and their I can't pronounce Mike's Gazette. I can't remember how to pronounce his name, but
Mike Kowalski,
whatever their GM's name. They released. I said released like their players. They fired both of them, and Antonio Pierce. Shout out to Antonio Pierce. I used to watch you for most of your career. That's how old I am. And that's what's funny because you're only like less than 10 years older than me. So, but you're still a handsome, bald, sexy looking man. There you go. We have a similar hair and beard style.
Okay. This just
he's a handsome man. He's just got bigger shoulders and he's not, I'm white and he's not. But he's still a handsome. I always liked Antonio Pierce. I just had a lot of admiration for him. But the players love him too. And I'll tell you what, they beat the brakes off of the Raiders, man.
They did.
Off the Giants. Off the Giants. They beat the brakes off the Giants, man. And then not only did they get the brakes beaten off of them,
They lost their quarterback
for the season.
Damn. ACL.
$46 million a year. There's your money well spent. Bet they wish
not good.
Bet they wish they paid Saquon Barkley now, don't they?
Yeah, 100%.
Gotta love karma, don't you?
Ain't a bitch. It's a bitch.
Karma is a bitch. Karma's a bitch. I'll tell you what. Hey, let's we're gonna wrap up here soon because not gonna keep it too long. It's a long night, long weekend,
long day.
Colton's got to get back in his time machine to the 80s. So
yeah. Look at my jawline coming back.
Got to get back to Ridgemont High. So, whoever doesn't understand that, and you're young.
You're young.
You are young. Did you understand it?
Nope. That's why I'm saying it.
Sean Penn's first big movie. He was Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Booyah!
Fucking kids. You damn kids in your hippity hop.
You damn kids in your electronics.
You're in your hippity hop.
Damn it.
I know, right? All right. So, no,
God
it's
damn it.
one more thing I really do want to cover, though. I will be very, very quiet. I'm hunting rabbits.
Very quiet.
I want to cover this, though. Excuse me.
All right, let's do it.
I am. Sorry, my throat got dry. Top 5 teams in the NFL right now after this weekend, without including tonight's game, as I don't think we're going to put either team tonight in
Nope,
top 5.
definitely not.
So yeah, so let's do that. Go first.
I want to say Kansas City Chiefs. I think I'm going to go Kansas City Chiefs 1. I'm going to go Philadelphia Eagles 2. I think it was a fluke for Kansas City 2 weeks ago against Denver. So you know what? I'm going to give Eagles. I think are probably right now the most complete team. But I think like you said 2 weeks ago when we did this, don't ever count Patty Mahomes out. So I'm going to go Patty, Jalen. There you go. And then 3. I'm going to see 3 is hard for me. I'm going to put Baltimore in that 3rd spot right now because I think they're coming on strong. They're doing really good. And then 4, I've got Cincinnati. I've got Cincinnati back in the top 5. And then number 5, I've got Miami.
Other than Miami, I think Miami has totally disqualified themselves from the 5 spot, from the top 5 because they are 0-3 against winning teams with 500 or over.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
So they're 0-3. But I think your list is fair. I disagree with it, but I think your teams in the top 4 are right. So what I'm gonna move them around a little bit. And I'm a huge Pat Mahomes fan for sure. I'm a Pat Mahomes guy, home dude.
Homer Simpson.
That's not Homer. I just like him. All right, but it's just him and Steph Curry like the guys. Like I don't have to like the team to like the guy. That just kind of makes me like the team. I'm gonna go. And you know what? That's what makes my pick more surprising. I'm not picking Kansas City's number 1 team. Baltimore's number 1 team in the league right now.
Whoa!
They have the number 1. They have the number 1 teams, and the 2 teams that have come in, everyone was hyping on up Detroit and Seattle. They came in with like big expectations. You know what their score is? 74-9. They've beaten the brakes off of both of them combined. 74
That's crazy.
to 9. No, and they're doing it from every side. And that's coming from a guy who likes the Steelers, and it's coming from a guy that likes Pat Mahomes. But I'm going with the Ravens as number 1. Number 2, I'm going with Kansas City Chiefs, Kansas City Beefs. Because as much as people are freaking out, they're going to figure it out on offense. I don't care, even if without Matt Nagy.
I think they're doing okay now.
Well, their OC is Matt Nagy. They don't have Eric Bieniemy anymore. He coaches for Washington. I believe in the connection of their team. And until anyone proves me otherwise. Plus, they still are tied for the best record in the AFC. So, and then number 3 is an interesting one, and this goes for the whole league. Obviously, Philadelphia gotta be. And I think it's simple that they have the best record, but it's also they find a way to win. They win ugly. They have the best 2 fronts, offensive line, defensive line, in the league. Only thing that gives me pause, and they have the best receiver at the moment in the league in A.J. Brown. He has the record in NFL history up until last game. I don't know if he did it last game. Most consecutive games with 125 receiving yards. And I'm just going to go ahead and but mainly it's just their lines. But here's what gives me pause is Jalen Hurts had he's wearing a knee brace, and then he had a hyperextended knee, it looked like, in the middle of the game, but he powered through it. Man, they need that bye week.
Gotta hurt.
They need that. They need that bye week so much right now. But
yes, they do.
I got the Eagles 3rd. Now here's where it gets tricky. I am gonna go with Cincinnati. I can't believe I'm going with 2 rivals of the Steelers in a row. But I'm gonna go with Cincinnati at 4, barely. My 4 and 5 can flip interchangeably. It could easily do it. But I'm gonna go with, because of the way that Cincinnati looks. I'm gonna go with Cincinnati because Joe Burrow just looks like a monster, and their defense starting to play better. The only thing they're missing is a run game. And number 5, I'm not doing what you said. No, I'm not doing it.
Which one?
I'm going with number 5. I'm going with Dallas at 5. Even though they lost to Philadelphia, they played well, and I think they could, if they had just gone 2 more inches on 2 different plays, they would have won that game. I'm going with Dallas,
agree.
and Dak Prescott looked incredible. I'm going to go with Dallas. Only thing they're missing is a power runner, or if they want to stick with finesse.
The last little bit, he didn't look as good as he should have, in my opinion. But
He had like a ridiculous quarterback rating this game, and
Yeah.
he was not the reason they lost. I put that more on the offensive line at crucial times, and Mike McCarthy, that fat walrus cocksucker.
that play calling at the end, why aren't you spiking the ball though?
I agree with that. Well, that goes.
Same. Just saying.
I didn't say that there is no blame to go on Dak, but Dak gave him every chance in that game to win. He gave him every chance to win.
And you got to get your foot in bounds.
Well, we're saying that as viewers. You tried doing that with a bunch of 300-pound dudes chasing after you. I mean, and plus he had another play. He had a play after it too.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he didn't, but if he didn't, they had another play later. They took the ball away from them. So I don't know. It's tough, man. But I still think Dallas is 5. I think Dallas is a great team. I don't think they're Super Bowl team.
I was gonna say I don't count them as a Super Bowl at all right now.
I think they're a Super Bowl contender to get to the Super Bowl, not win it. But I still have the Eagles. It's going to be the Eagles, Chiefs, Bengals,
Yep.
and Baltimore, and maybe the Niners, depending. But they look like ass recently, though. I don't believe in Brock Purdy, but they'll probably get back on track this week. So, I mean,
Aaron Rodgers looks nice.
What, on the sideline? You're right.
He looks great right now.
You know what? I prefer him on the sideline. Hate that fucking guy.
Hate that motherfucker.
He's a tool. That dude thinks he is.
Hey, I'm walking here.
He thinks he's God's gift to the world, and I mean that in like the most arrogant way possible.
He does, but
he thinks like, I'm just thinking positive energy and put it out. I'm like, you're not even a hippie. If you were a hippie, you'd live in like a shack. You live in a freaking mansion, for God's sake. You live in a penthouse in New York.
Yes, he does.
Go live in the Adirondacks. Go live in the Catskills like they did in freaking Dirty Dancing. If you really want to be
Dirty Dancing.
All right. Well, let's wrap this sucker on up. Put a bow on it. All right. We love everyone. Oh, unlike Aaron Rodgers, we are hippies. No, not really. But we do love everyone like him. We love it.
Yeah.
Love everyone. They're so beautiful. The world is so beautiful. If you don't believe me, look at our background. See those beautiful clouds? The world is great.
Oh.
And that's funny thing is that's how Panthers fans' loyalty usually looks like, is the way the stands.
Yeah, it really does, to be honest.
See, no, he's right. That's true. And I'm like over here. Actually, I guess it'd be over there.
That's you right there.
I'm over there.
I see you.
I'm the guy who's putting his foot up on the seat, just being like, damn.
Yep.
Damn. What? Point being, I love everyone and everyone that watches this show. You're beautiful. You are the life force that brings us everything. Right, dude? Come on. The life force brings us everything. The aura.
I hate you.
I'm not the one that's dressed like a creamsicle with a little bit of pink lemonade on top.
It is time for what are you looking forward to?
But you got it mixed up again. That's ONSIDE the Horizon. This is MIT.
Oh, best thing you've seen. Sorry.
It is. He's right, though. He's not right, but he's right to mention this. It is time for MIT. And I'm not talking about Massachusetts Institute of Technology. I'm talking about most impressive thing you saw this week. That's what I'm talking about.
Most impressive thing I saw this week was.
Well, who said you go first?
Oh, okay, fine. You go first.
Oh, no, you go. No, I was going to let you go first, but that was just very presumptuous.
Thanks.
Presumptuous.
The best thing that I saw this weekend was, I don't know. I mean, it really was a boring weekend. It was long, but boring. To be honest, I guess Eric, not Eric. Carolina finally won a game again. That was nice to see.
What, against Campbell? That was really impressive.
Yeah, I was happy with it.
You know, that is a very good one. I would go more specific. I'll do a piggyback off that one that I'll give my own in a second. Is what I thought was awesome is the fact we were able to play all three quarterbacks, and we had our backup.
It's cool.
Quarterback, probably going to be starting next year. Transferred from Alabama. He ran for like a 40-yard rushing touchdown. That was really cool, and he did it.
We need that.
No, he looked like a slow ass. He looked like me. He was like a stealth bomber. He just kind of like
Stealth?
Yeah, it was like, how is he getting to the end zone when he looks so freaking slow? All right, but I was happy though. I'm gonna go further than that. I'm gonna go past that sucker because I think that what I really am happy about is, or what most impressive people, Steph Curry, man. Steph Curry is just.
He's just a baller, dude.
Well, it's even better than that because they beat the Kings again. And they played the Kings in a 7-game series to finish the season. Then they played them in the preseason. Now they've played them twice already in the regular season, and they've won every single game. They've won every game. They've won both regular season games. And Steph Curry right now. The Warriors are. I haven't checked their score right now. I can actually look at it as I speak. Hold on, I can see it. I don't want you to bother yourself, sir. Oh, they won.
You're welcome.
No, they're 6-2. They're 6-2, but they're atop of the West right now. And I know it's early. I know it's way early, but
it is very early.
I think it's but Kuminga looks great. I think the most impressive thing though is one, Klay Thompson made the game winner the other night, but Steph Curry looks like he's 34. By the way, to everyone that doesn't know, he looks like he's 22. Ridiculous.
You know who's on top of the West right now? Denver is, and Dallas, actually.
Denver, well, okay, that's fair. Denver is the best team right now, but I think people are disrespecting the Warriors right now. I think that's just not fair.
Suns are 3 and 4.
No, here's the thing though. They don't have a projected date. They don't have a projection for
Bradley Beal, no.
Or Devin Booker.
Well, but he came back the other night and then hurt himself again. This is what doesn't make sense to me.
Is that what happened? Oh,
he came back versus the Spurs.
Oh yeah, but I didn't know he got hurt again. Okay, yeah. So, man, Bradley Beal, that was a stupid ass trade. I'm sorry, that was.
I agree.
A dumb fucking trade. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. They should have gotten Russell Westbrook over him. I mean, Jesus. Put Devin Booker at 2. Put Russ at 1. Russ doesn't need to score. He's all about distributing.
Yeah.
Don't get James Harden. Oh, God in heaven, don't get James Harden. Oh, God. Anyone gets James Harden deserves what they get.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Well, that was the most impressive thing I saw this week was, other than Drake May and the Carolina Tar Heels, I'm going with Steph, man.
Steph's incredible, man.
He's the most out of this world player I've ever seen in my life, like other than Michael Jordan and LeBron James too. Like Steph just makes things look way too easy. It's not even fair. All right. Well, on that note, we are going to wrap this sucker on up here. Everyone, I want you to stay safe. Enjoy. Well, it's not the weekend, but have a great week.
Enjoy your week.
Enchanté until we meet again. But until then, have a great one. Don't have a good
Blessed be thou.
Don't have a good day. Have a great
day.
There you go. All right. Love all y'all. Take it easy, y'all.